And do you really think that the person that is happy, that has changed the world, that has all the money in the bank, that has it's like saved everybody and like taken care of everyone they want to take care of, like if you have really gotten to that moment, do you really think you're going to be feeling the way you're feeling right now? Do you really believe that the version of you that you desire to be, the ideal version of you, is feeling the way you're feeling right now? If your answer is no, then you have fallen out of alignment. How do you get back into alignment? I'm glad you asked. Think of alignment like train tracks and action like the train. Without the train, you're not going anywhere. But without the alignment, there's no direction. So you don't know where you're going. If you want to manifest, you need both action and alignment. That is inspired action. Go inward. Stop looking at what people are doing on social media. Stop obsessing with these narratives, getting brainwashed by the world and what everyone else is saying about stuff. You need to go inward, think about who you are, what you want. And if you need help figuring this out, I made a free workbook that you can download. And you can check it out in the first link in the description down below. And if you don't know who you are and what you want, you don't know where you're going. It's just that simple. Like there are no bells and whistles. There's no magic. It's just if you don't know who you are and what you want, you don't know where you're going. This is the key to the kingdom, dude. Go inward. Think about your body. Tune in with your body. Figure out what you are actually feeling in this moment. What do you actually want to do? You might have started off wanting the thing that you're doing right now, but is this still what you want? Everything has a cycle. The pendulum always sways, so eventually you're going to come back on the other side. Is this a time for action or is this a time for alignment? It's the same thing with masc and femme, yin and yang, up and down. It's just the way the universe is. Like, figure out where you are in that process and what is required of you in this moment. In this moment, not what I need to do and this is what I have to do, and if I don't do these things then I'm gonna waste time and I'm gonna end up like this. What do you want to do right now? If there were no other things that are getting in the way of your creative process. And this is the thing, it's like so many people want to manifest in purely masculine energy and they neglect the feminine. They want to just take all this fucking action and they neglect the alignment of actually tuning in with their body, listening to their higher self, and having a relationship with God. Trusting your intuition. And it's like if you don't do that, it's just like a train with no tracks. You're not going anywhere. It really just feels like the most important thing is just tuning in. Like, what do you feel God telling you to do? What do you feel like doing? And not just what your body feels like doing. Like, oh, I feel like eating, or I feel like sleeping, or having sex. Like, no, I'm not talking about like carnal urges. I'm talking about what do you feel like God is telling you to do? Like, what do you feel your body intuitively driving you towards? That's your compass. That's your guidepost. Like, that's everything. That's how you know. It's not just logic. It's not just like your brain. I should just take this action because it's like the next obvious thing to do. Okay, yeah, that might make sense to you, but we're not in the business of just doing what makes logical sense. This is like we're manifesting. This is God shit. This is calibrating to a higher reality. So it's not just about what makes logical sense to your earthly vessel right now in this moment. It's about what do you feel God? What do you feel like the higher dimensional beings are telling you to do? We overthink this shit. You're not going anywhere if you're not aligned. I'm sorry. Like, I literally realized this the other day. I was like, dude, I could take all this action over and over and over and over and over again and like every day just like be taking meaningless action, or I could sit around and be aligned and be in my energy and things are coming towards me. And it really just depends on what your preferred style of manifestation is. I guarantee you that it does not happen any faster. Like if you're just taking action and failing a bunch of times and then getting to a result, or if you're sitting there becoming ready, shifting your identity and becoming the person who's worthy of just simply having those things happen for you. I have manifested things without lifting a finger, and I've also manifested things by taking massive action. And it really does not matter which way you do it. It's just a matter of learning how to do it in either way. It requires you to be in your feminine. It requires you to trust. And a lot of us have like a feminine wound, because the world is so masculine. Like we feel like we have to do all this shit and earn shit and things have to make sense. And I can't just get stuff for nothing. Like I have to put work in. Like, no. You're worthy of getting shit just because you exist, just because you're beautiful, just because you're smart, just because you are a perfectionist. You already working harder than anyone else. So why wouldn't you get what you want? You have to decide that you're worthy of it. At some point, you have to stop hustling, because hustle is the frequency of someone who's not worthy. Grind is a frequency of someone who's still a slave, instead of someone who's rich, who's a noble, who is a royalty, who knows that they're worth getting what they want. If you really thought you were worthy, you would not be fucking stressing yourself out like this. Like, it's not a flex to be stressed. And stop fighting and resisting and trying to prove your worth. You are worth so much more than like chasing outcomes. Why are you doing that? If you're new to my channel, my name is Mackenzie. I'm a certified life coach, young adult mentor, and I've been working with Gen Z for over 3 years. I have a really strong passion to help you escape the prison of your mind so you can start building your dream life. I would not be here if it was not for the tools that I teach in my mentorship program. And I'm really excited to share more with you guys about that process, about the transformation, and showing you literally how I went from A to Z. If that's interesting to you and it sounds like something you could benefit from, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, drop a like and a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.